What is up? Welcome back to another very special and exciting episode of Ansuini Live. We have Senor Simon is in the chat. He is officially the first person in this chat, and it sounds like someone is weed whacking outside of my door here. So, sorry if you hear weed whacker noises, but we have to stream today. We have to talk about this. We have something that came in the mail today. Not just a beautiful iPad mini, but also an extremely beautiful iPhone, not 12 mini, iPhone 13 Pro Max. So we have all the Apple products in the house at the moment. I literally just ended recording of the Tailosive Tech podcast. That will be going out likely tomorrow if everything goes well and to plan. Literally, they are like weed whacking right in front of my house here. I'm sure you can hear that. I'm very sorry. We have all of this stuff here. I'm very happy. We need to talk about some stuff, though, because first of all, I did promise y'all that we'd be doing these a little bit more regularly, so here we are doing these a little bit more regularly, this being the regular aspect of the regularly. Simon, I'm sorry you hear it. Sounds like he's walking away, so hopefully the weed whacking will get less and less and likely be replaced by like an annoying lawnmower or something by the end of the day. It's fine, though, because the weeds do need to get whacked. Yeah, so did the Ansuini Live is going to be happening today for the second time this month. Therefore, keeping up with the plan of having these a couple times a month. Sorry, that is just very loud. But yeah, this was probably the product that I was least expecting to love, but I really, really love it. This is basically going to be an extended tech podcast where I just get to give some more ranty thoughts. But first off, I want to say hello to everybody in the chat. Simon is here, obviously. And then Mr. Connor has also joined. Yo, says Mr. Connor. We also have Mr. Nate, who said hello. Hello, Nate. Nice to see you. Thanks for joining. Simon says, I'm very first. Yes, Simon declares that he is typically very first, which is an accurate statement. So we can't begrudge him that. Mr. Connor asks, did T-Mobile come through? Well, actually, funny story, no. Actually, T-Mobile was the one that I did not order a device from. I went ahead and canceled the Verizon one, which was still out a long ways, a couple weeks for pending. But then the AT&T one had said that they were going to ship it to me yesterday, and get it here today. Like it would ship yesterday and arrive today. But at like 9:34 this morning, they said, sorry, but we've updated your shipping information. We couldn't get that out in time. We're going to ship it on the 27th, and we hope that's okay. And I was like, all right, well, that's fine, because I was literally about to get it from Best Buy in a few minutes. But then, like, a half an hour later, they sent me another notification that said, hey, it's shipped. I was very confused because they just delayed it, like, 3 days, and then, well, it was delayed a day, and then they delayed it 3 days, and then it shipped, and I'm confused about the AT&T one. But theoretically, there's another one coming. And then also the Apple pre-order was bumped from the 6th of October to the 1st of October. So we'll see if that comes in. That'll be quite exciting. And then obviously, I went ahead and picked one up from Best Buy. So we do have a 13 Pro Max in the hand at the moment. This thing is pretty big. Honestly, it's bigger than I was expecting. And, I'm not gonna say I love it. It's likely to be a really good battery life. But other than that, it's really big and heavy. And the Mini is just so nice and small and compact. And this is what I'm used to as a phone. So I don't know. We'll see if I go to the 13 Mini, or maybe I just stick with the current Mini I have and eat the battery life, or maybe I just decide that I can live with a huge Max phone that's just heavy and angled and big that has great battery life. So I don't know about that. But what I do know is as soon as I opened up the iPad mini, I fell in absolute love with it. Like, this thing is what I've always wanted from an iPad, and it came while we were on the tech podcast, and I legitimately got quiet for about 10 minutes on the show because I was just enjoying every little aspect of this beautiful compact device. And so anyway, those are the overall quick thoughts there. Let's get back to the chat. Simon had declared that they did hear the weed whacker. Hopefully the weed whacker is gone, though, because the weed whacker's now not here. Simon has declared, I want that iPad mini in 120 hertz to pair and to pair it with an Apple Watch. So I'm actually considering doing that. Obviously, I could care less about 120 hertz. As I famously said on this iPad Pro, which has supported it since 2018, I've had it off and no 120 hertz, just the 60 hertz. And I did the same thing with the Pro Max, actually. I just turned it off, and it's now at 60 hertz, probably saving a little bit of battery life, but I can't tell the difference. But yeah, I'm strongly considering just putting the Pro Max in the drawer for a few days and just rocking the iPad mini and an Apple Watch, because this is a very good size, and it just feels perfect. Like this feels perfect. So that's the quick tech rant for now. Let's get to the chat. Connor says, I love the monitor in the background. What monitor are you using? Well, that is really nothing too special. It's a Philips 276E, apparently. It's fine, I guess, but also we have the notification about a new Apple device in my ecosystem. Gotta love those. Let's go ahead and close that out. Yeah, it's a fine monitor. It's nothing too fancy. It's a 4K panel, but somehow I accidentally got it in the monitor settings to only do 1080 when I was trying to use an old MacBook Pro that really couldn't, the 2017 MacBook Pro that really couldn't handle the 4K. And so now it's just 1080 because I can't unturn it off. Simon says, well, next time, don't fall asleep. This is so true. I did fall asleep with the pre-orders, so that was my fault. But I think we're good because I still got a phone before Randy or Drew did. So I think I still came out on top on that one. I got to sleep in, and I got the phone first. So lucky me. Connor says, I love the silver phones this year. Yes, definitely. The silver phone has always been my favorite, ever since the iPhone 10 when they got the stainless steel edges. It is just a very beautiful design. And obviously with the iPhone 12 series last year, we got the fingerprints and the scratches and all that, and everyone was quite perplexed about that. I could care less, honestly. It is literally a mirror. I can see myself in it, but that's okay. It's not a big deal to me. It's beautiful stainless steel. Simon has declared, I do like the max sized. Well, hopefully I come to your camp because I really do want to enjoy the huge battery of this device. But the big size of it just feels overwhelming when comparing it directly to the iPad mini or iPhone 12 mini. We got too many minis at the moment. Let's see. Connor says the iPad mini looks like it has a 16:9 ratio display instead of the usual 4:3. Very funny you should mention that, Connor, because it almost does. Not quite. It is some kind of special ratio that I'm sure. Sorry, I'm trying to use Touch ID. I'm still not used to this whole Touch ID thing. I'll get used to it. The iPad is actually not 16:9. The mini is not 16:9, but it is also the widest display iPad that they have ever made. So this is a 16:9 video, and you can see the black bars on the top and bottom are significantly smaller than the black bars that are on the top and bottom of larger iPads, especially like the 4:3 iPad Pro, which is in the 12.9 inch size, and this one's just a lot larger on the black bars. So I really do like the Mini's 4:3, whatever it is. Not quite 16:9, but extended widescreen mode, because when you have the keyboard out, it does feel like the keyboard is about wide enough. Like, I wouldn't want to use this as a full-time keyboard, but it's definitely usable. But it's not wasting a bunch of space vertically, which sometimes I feel like the iPad Pro can do because it's 4:3. You have the extra screen real estate up there. So, yeah, I don't know. I'm really in love with the Mini. This is like, I'm in heaven with this. This is what I've been asking for years. Just a updated iPad Mini that is just beautiful in every way. Let's see. Simon has declared, I wouldn't say 16:9, but it looks like it's more stretched. This is very true. Graham, welcome to the chat. Graham, thanks for joining us. Super excited to have you. Graham, the cows are loving the iPhone 13. Yes, I guess. I don't know which cows are, but there's that. Connor says it definitely looks more stretched. Yep, and scratches add character to the phone. This is so true. I'm glad Apple didn't give the iPad mini a smart connector. I would disagree with that. Not necessarily a smart connector for a keyboard, but I would appreciate a smart connector dock. Because what I really would like to do is dock this into my car and have this as like a GPS, kind of thing going on here. Because this is a good size for that. It's a nice size, kind of CarPlay, poor man's CarPlay, I guess. But it's not poor man's because this thing was like $700. But anyway, like a CarPlay replacement. If it had a smart connector on the back, then I could like mount it to the iPad, stand and have like a smart connector go to it and power it without a cable. That'd be kind of nice. But it is USB-C, so I can't complain there for sure. Nathan says that aspect ratio is a great feature. It is, really, honestly. It feels very, might I say, cinematic. And actually, I haven't tried even wider screen videos here, so let me see. Oh, don't have that finger stored. See, I haven't used Touch ID in so long, I've kind of forgotten how to use it. Let me pull up. I guess a wider video would have more black bars, huh? So I wonder if we could play like an anamorphic video. Let me see if I can do that. I'll have to download some stuff to get to one of those videos. But anyway, I bet you an anamorphic like 1.33 squeeze would probably fit perfectly on this before it was unsqueezed in a wider mode. Let's see. Simon has declared, I hope the iPad Pro goes more wide too. It looks great. Yeah, it does, honestly. It feels a little bit more like Samsung Galaxy Tab-ish just on the aspect ratio. Like if you just glance at it, it kind of looks like a Tab product, but it's not the end of the world, I don't think. It's definitely a little bit more usable and a little bit more narrow, I guess, in a way. Just one-handed use. Its smaller size helps. I think if it was a bigger display, it would be a little bit more difficult to use at this aspect ratio, but since it's such a small aspect ratio, I think it works. All right, let's see. Let's see here. All right, so Connor says it's brilliant if you use an iPad for content consumption. Totally. If that's your major, if that's your major use case for stuff, is the actual content consumption, it's definitely a great content consumption device. However, I would say the screen is small, but the pixels are very dense, so you can get a lot closer to your face without noticing any pixels, and it feels like just a widescreen product that you're just holding closer. So there's that. I also see 5 people in the chat, but I only see really 4 people talking. So someone's lurking at the moment. Remember, what the number one rule of Ansuini Live is, you have to answer the question of the week, which I never made. The question of the week is, did you get anything today? And if so, what was it? And if you didn't, then that's fine. Oh, it was Randy who was lurking. Look out. Okay. No, Randy just joined. Look at that. All right, so someone is still lurking. Connor says the smart connector dock sounds cool and I could get behind it, but a keyboard definitely out of the question. I would agree with the keyboard. The keyboard is, I used to have an iPad mini. It's my first Apple product. And I bought this little Zag, I think it was Zag case. It was a product from 2013, so branding was a little weird. But it was like a very narrow Bluetooth keyboard, and the thing was extremely uncomfortable to type on. And like all of the keys were small, but then like anything past the P on the keyboard was just like a little line of a key that you had to click. It was pretty bad. Graham says, got a bike home now, but I'll tune back in later. No worries. Well, thanks for joining for now, Graham. It was good to have you. Connor says, I'm getting Tesla screen vibes from Nick's proposed display dock here. Yes, I would 100% agree with that. And actually, it's for a work project, and I'm sure there'll be pictures of that somewhere on the internet at some point. But I think like an iPad mini mounted with magnets and like a smart connector to keep it charged would just be amazing. But I understand why they wouldn't want to add a smart connector just for charging it, because a keyboard would be useless because it's way too small. Simon has declared, I blame Connor's neighbors. Those are the lurkers for sure. Connor's neighbors are the worst, apparently. Randy is here. Welcome, Randy. Thanks for joining us. Has any of your junk come? Please let us know as soon as your stuff comes. Randy says, I just got here. Why no? That's why I didn't blame you for the lurking. Connor says, I don't care about 120 hertz, but just to prove it, I got a brand new iPad and sold my 2017 iPad Pro just to prove that. Well, there you go. I turned it off on my iPhone, and let me show you here. It's off on my iPad, and it's now off on my new iPhone. Let's go to accessibility, and then motion, and I have limit frame rate turned on. Come on, Mr. Sony. Thank you. Limit frame rate is turned on. So there you have it. I am officially not using the ProMotion display, which is kind of funny because that seems to be the big headlining feature. Also, you'll notice this phone is slipping out of my hands as I hold it this way. It is legitimately slipping. So there's that. Nothing we can really do about that at the moment. I need a case maybe, but that's just going to add weight and mass, and really, it sounds like it's going to be big. Ooh, Wisdom on Tour is here. Maybe she was the lurker. Maybe. Randy has got to go. What? No way. Simon says, how's your 69 iPhones, Randy? Arrived yet? Nope. BRB. All right, Randy's going to be right back. Hopefully that means that Randy's iPhones just arrived, because I know that he was kind of getting close. Like, it's already, almost 6 o'clock in his time zone, and it's kind of late for UPS to be delivering stuff, in my ever so humble opinion. Nathan says, gotta go now. Have a good one. Well, thanks for joining, Nathan. Appreciate it so much. Good to have you here, bud. We'll see you around later. And always good to have you in the Discord as well. So thanks for tuning in. Simon has declared they just arrived. Just wait. Yes, we'll see if Randy's products. Here's the guy with the weed whacker again. What the heck? We'll see if Randy's products arrived. Hello, my dear people, says Wisdom on Tour. Welcome. Simon has declared limit frame rate triggers me. Well, I'm sorry, but officially you have been triggered because I do not use that feature at all. I could care less about it. I would prefer to have slightly, immeasurably smaller, better battery life, and to say, as a statement of fact, I do not care about 120 hertz. It is off. There's that piece of information there. Connor has said, I didn't think you could turn off promotion. That's so awesome. Yes, you can. On all the iPads and all the iPhones that have promotion, you have always been able to turn those off, and I have for years actually on this iPad Pro and the 4th gen iPad Pro. Let me find it here. General. Let's see. No, what am I looking for? Accessibility. That's what I'm looking for. Where's accessibility? There's accessibility. Motion. And limit frame rate is turned off. There we go. So look at that. Limit frame rate is turned off, just like it has been for many, many months. And I don't really ever notice any difference here. So we have, let's see. Wisdom on Tour says, no, I do not like. What is going on here? No, I don't like. I'm sorry. Oh, were you the lurker? Oh, Wisdom on Tour was the lurker. All right. Ava follows the number one rule of the Ansuini live show. You got to participate. I appreciate you following the rules, Ava. Connor says, if the Pro Max is too big, would you consider it the 6.1 inch? I don't think so. If I'm going to go non-mini, I'm going to go Pro Max just because of the battery, even if it's uncomfortable. I went with the mini because it was uncomfortable and I wanted to get off my phone more. I don't think this will help me get off my phone more because of the battery life, but it is uncomfortable to hold, which has made me pick up even the iPad mini in replacement to it for a few minutes. Wisdom on Tour says exactly. Max Howard is here. Hello, Max Howard. Have not seen you around recently. Good to have you here. Thanks so much for joining the Ansuini live show. If you want to enjoy the show, you have to participate. This is a show that is for you guys and led by you guys. So if you have anything you want to add or comment or have the conversation go, please feel free to bring it up and we'll chat about whatever you want to talk about, because we don't have much to do here. This is just our fun show. But you do have to answer at least the question of the week, and that is, did you get anything today? And if so, what is it? And if not, what did you want to get today? I know I didn't write that down and pin that, but oh well. Wisdom on Tour, you missed literally nothing. I was just saying that I got all the products that I was supposed to get, which is a Mini 6 and a Pro Max, 13 Pro Max, and I am conflicted about both. Well, actually, I'm in love with this one, the Mini, the iPad Mini. Blah, blah, blah. I can't say anything. I've been talking for 2 hours now. Let's see. Connor says, "Oh, Simon has declared Nick danced for 2 minutes." That's exactly what happened. Eva, you missed that. I'm sorry. Connor says this is slightly off topic, but I've been loving the camera talk lately on the Tech Podcast. I appreciate that. Yeah, I've been thinking if I had time, I think the next piece of content that I would want to make is like camera content, because boy oh boy have I gone deep on the camera rabbit hole recently. So I have tons of stuff to talk about there. And if you have any specific things that you'd like to talk about, I'd love to talk about that. If you have any questions or any gear talk that you want to talk about, Connor, I'd love to talk about that, because that is a big interest of mine. Simon has declared, I think that the phone doesn't feel good in the hand. Yeah, it doesn't really. It's big and heavy, I don't know. My pinky already hurts from holding it like this, and I haven't had it for even 12 hours. So, yeah. Let's see. Simon has declared, what is it? What was it? The phones. We will see. Oh, I'm sorry. You guys are all chatting up a storm here, and I skipped a step. I'm so sorry. Simon has declared that Randy is back, actually. That was Randy was declaring that, not Simon who's declaring that. Randy's declared that he is back. Welcome back, Randy. Did you get any of your phones? Please tell us, because we're sitting on pins and needles to hear if the UPS man finally showed up. Wisdom on Tour says, yeah, I think the Max feels better in the hand. Ooh, wow. Well, I would disagree with that. I would disagree with that. Yeah, the Max is probably more uncomfortable than the Mini in the hand. Simon has declared what phone is. Max says, I got a Fender Champion 50 XL amp today. Wow. I'd imagine that's a preamp for a guitar, maybe. But I'm not a huge music guy, so I probably don't know a ton about that. But thanks for joining, Max. As you said, I've never been on the stream before, but I've listened to the Tech Podcast for 2 years now. Well, thank you so much for joining. This is the Nick Ansuini live show. This is the show. I've kind of gotten my audience on Twitter has kind of shifted from the tech space to like space. Funny joke there. But I kind of want to still have this great community of people that we just sit down and chat a couple times a month. And so I've also created a Discord, which I should probably promote, because my goodness, why not? We have a Discord here. Invite, copy, link, and then let's see if I can paste that here. Will Universal Clipboard work today? Looks like it did. There's the link to the Discord. Feel free to join that if you want to keep up with the conversation, Max. But this is just a fun little community of just a small subset of really the tech podcast people. These are the OG people, the people who knew what I was up to before, things were clicking on the space side. So glad to have this smaller community here. Let's see. Simon says, ooh, I like Max's talk. Oh, if Simon's interested in this preamp, or an amp, then obviously it must be music related. Connor says, I won't, let's start that over, Connor. I won't be selling my Midnight Green 11 Pro anytime soon, since I try to get 5 years out of my phones. And honestly, this year's phones aren't a huge upgrade. 100% agree with that. And I think Randy is having that exact same conflict in his heart of hearts at the moment. He has the Green 11 Pro as well. And he's looking at these new phones and being like, but I'll let him do all his opinions on it. But I think, don't tell him, but I think he'll keep the 11 Pro just because it's green. That's Randy's color. And of course, you gotta have it around for a little bit longer than a few years. Simon has declared, welcome, Max. Have fun. And thank you so much for being so welcoming, Simon. Appreciate that. Connor says, I'd love to know what camera gear you use in your everyday work between Starbase and other projects, since you've upgraded quite a bit from your A6600. Well, actually, we're still using the A6600. We just have a slightly different lens on it. The lens that we're currently using is a Sigma 30mm f1.4, very nice autofocus lens. That on the APS-C crop sensor on the A6600 is about 54 millimeters of full frame effective crop, which is about where we want to be. I really like this lens for indoor studio purposes. I used to use the 50 millimeter prime, which is just out of reach. And that produced about a 70 millimeter crop, and that was fine as well. I did appreciate that. That one probably had a little bit more bokeh in it, but yeah, this is the studio lens. But when I'm out and about working, because you said my everyday work as well as studio stuff, I'm using my primary camera at the moment is an A7R Mark II with a Sigma 150 to 600 millimeter contemporary lens. So, it's not the fanciest camera setup for sure, but you can always go fancier on camera setups. Never ends. But it does the job for what we need it to do. That camera has a 41 or 42 megapixel sensor combined with the 600 millimeter zoom. It has some good quality. You can do a lot of cropping, almost infinite cropping. It's kind of fun to do that. And then I've tossed those images inside of Pixelmator and done a upscale, like an ML upscale. And that turns the 41 megapixel image to a 357 megapixel image. And that kind of an image takes way too long to open, even on an M1 computer. It's kind of funny. So I use the A7R Mark II for most of the kind of zoom stuff. I use the A6600 for regular video stuff. So typically what I'll have, I'm walking around in Starbase, I'll have the A7R Mark II with the large video tripod, which actually is still in my car. And I'll have the A6600 with the standard kit lens on the tripod that it's on now. And I like how the A6600 I'm very comfortable with it. I've been using it for years, and that's kind of my go-to video camera. Obviously, I'll also take video with the Mark II if a zoom video is more appropriate. And so those are the two main video cameras, but sometimes there are times where I'm using the video cameras on both of them, recording important events, and I also want to take pictures. So I also have, in addition to the A6600, I also have an A6400 with another 18 to 135 lens. So I have two of these 18 to 135 lenses. And this is kind of just my dedicated photo taker when all the other cameras are busy, which you might think is kind of bougie and crazy to have so many cameras, but it is important because things can happen really fast. A lot of the work down at Starbase is just sitting here waiting for something to happen. But once it starts happening, you only have seconds to capture everything. So you have to be ready and you don't have a ton of time. So a lot of times I'll set up a wide shot on the A6600 and then the A7R Mark II will get a zoomed in crop shot of whatever the action is. And then the A6400 will get detail shots. And the A6400 is 24 megapixels with the 135 lens. It's not going to get the most, label reading, pixel peeping level of detail. That's what the A7R Mark II is for if I need that. But anyway, enough camera talk. Connor. Camera talk? Blah, blah, blah. It's been long. Connor, sorry. Thanks for bringing it up. I always love talking about this stuff. Randy says, no, still waiting. I'm in my car. Uh-oh. Wow, you guys really scrolled through I'm sorry. I'm sitting in my car, charging and waiting outside the Dropbox to see if the guy shows up. Randy's literally sitting on top of the Dropbox, just like a police stakeout. Randy is trying to find the driver for this UPS truck. Randy is feeling the pain. They should give you a delivery window. They really should, but poor Randy decided not to go to the Apple store when he totally could have and picked up his stuff in person. It's all his fault. It's always Randy's fault, last I checked. Oh, my goodness. Let's see. Mike says, are you going to do a Starbase fan meetup? Well, I am always there down at Starbase, except for Fridays and Sundays. Literally all day, every day. So if you are in Starbase, you will likely see me, and feel free to say hi. I'd love to chat with anybody, but no big meetups are planned at the moment. Wisdom on Tour says, that is so sad, Randy. We knew Nick before he was cool. This is so true. Wisdom on Tour, you are one of the OGs. Randy says, I'm all set up to stream and unbox too. Well, yes, as soon as Randy's stuff comes, we'll end this stream and go send everybody over to Randy's stream. That's how this is going to work. We can get everybody here, gathered. I'm just the hype guy. I'm just like when you go to a comedy show, I'm the comedian who's hyping you up, getting you ready for the actual guy I'm opening. That's what I'm opening for Randy Vasquez today. Yeah, so Randy is still conflicted. I'll never sell the 11 Pro. This is so true, Randy. Better be using the midnight green? Midnight green? No, is that midnight blue? What color was green? The dark green one that, is Randy's color. That one. You got to keep that. Simon has declared if they release a new iPhone eventually with exactly the same color, I guess they'll have to. They'll run out of colors at some point on that RGB wheel out of the 16 million colors that we can see. I guess on iPhone 16,256 or whatever that number is, we'll get a repeated color. Connor has declared my prediction for Randy is that he'll use the 11 Pro for a few weeks after he gets the green watch. This is so true. He'll probably end up getting a red mini 13 mini is what I'd imagine, but we'll see. We'll see what he gets. Randy says, I hate what ifs now, lol. They're nothing but left downs, but I would get it. This is so true. They are very much let downs when you're not careful. Simon has declared that is not a prediction, that's a spoiler. Ooh, wow, that confirmed. My goodness. Wisdom on Tour says the only thing I got today is a nutritional yeast. Okay, well that sounds good. You can probably do some pretty good stuff with that. It kind of tastes like a cheese, right? We were dairy free, our family, for a little while. We had a family member who had a dairy sensitivity, and we had some nutritional yeast that we used as like cheese flavoring. It was pretty good. Simon has declared, I got a headache dealing with a Discord kid. I don't know what that is. I'm very sorry. It's a music distribution service. Well, I'm sorry you're dealing with them. That sounds very painful. Connor says, awesome setup. So long as it gets the job done, that's all that matters. I use a Canon 700D from 2013 and it has proven to me that lenses are more often important than the body sometimes. This is very true. The A7R Mark II is actually not a very new camera. I think it came out in 2016, 2017, something like that. So it's fairly old as far as cameras go, but it still takes amazing pictures. I really love it. Obviously, the Mark III has much better battery life. The Mark IV has something that I'm not aware of. I don't know. I haven't looked in the Mark IV because they're like $4,000 or something when they're new. But if you wait a couple of years, you can get them pretty cheap. Seven has declared my Apple Music, my EP doesn't have the year as the metadata on the songs. So when you add them to your library, it doesn't sort them by year with the others. That is so weird. Wisdom says, I'd love to get the Pink 13 though. Still looking at that. Ooh. I would say you should go get that Pink 13. Hey, we have Mr. Nick WN in the chat. Hello, Ryan. How are you doing? Hope you're doing well. Ansuini Live is back. Yes, Ansuini Live has been back for a couple months now, but we've just been doing them instead of every week on a Thursday. We're doing them twice a month on a day that I have some free time because my schedule is up in the air, much more up in the air than Carl's house from the movie Up. That was a joke that didn't land very well. Unlike Carl's house. There we go. I pulled that joke off. Randy says, get it, Eva. Screw it. Live it up. Totally. Go get that pink mini 13. Did you say 13 mini or 13? 13. Just so regular 13. Randy says, sorry to hear that, Simon. That sucks. Definitely. Man, I'm so behind in the chat. I'm sorry. We'll speed this up here, but I do want to read everyone's comments because this is what we do here on Ansuini Live. Simon has declared, I don't get it, Eva. Invest the money and go to the moon. Ooh, this is actually maybe a better one. I messaged Distro Kid. Let's see what they say. I think it will be fixable. Yeah, I think it should be fixable too. They should be able to fix any problems on their end if they have a good enough company. Invest in the Ansuini coin. Please don't, because that is not going to get you any money. It'll just make you lose money. Wisdom says, I don't want to go to the dang moon. Well, I'm sorry. I do. If you have a ticket to the moon, please, by all means, give it to me. I'd love to go. Thank you. Randy says, it's my fault, Nick. You suck, Nick. Yes, this is so true. You wrote the song. It is. I do suck, but it's your fault. Max says, that's awesome. I really want to go to Starbase. I live a few hours away. Well, that's cool. We should come down sometime. It's always happening down here. So, yeah, look me up if you're around here, Max. It'll be good to see you. Simon says, Nick Coin. Ooh, Randy says the warm-up act. Yep, that's like I'm warming up. I'm opening. I got to work out at the gym as work today. So that's fun. Well, Connor, I'm glad you got to work out. That's always good. Feeling nice and healthy. Wisdom has the upside down faces. Randy says Nick Coin. Nice. Nick Coin 69. Maybe that needs to be the name. Nick Coin 69. Nice. Simon has said the best job. Max says, unfortunately, I have to miss Randy's unboxing. I'm currently at my birthday dinner and now need to drive home. Well, what are you doing? Go have your birthday dinner, Mr. Max. Thanks for tuning in, but my goodness, we'll be here later. There's no rush, and you can join the Discord, and then we'll all just continue to have a party later. Mr. Connor says, I want to buy 69 Nick coins. Well, I'm sorry that we don't have any Nick coins to sell, so good luck buying them. It's 11:04 here, so I probably won't make it to Randy's stream. Oh, Connor, you better make it. Wisdom says, sure, you could handle that, Connor. Totally. That's fine. I just new thing. I'll just leak things, Connor. Don't you worry. Ooh, shots fired. Randy calling out Connor for possibly leaking some of Randy's inexpensive and original content. Ooh. Simon has declared tomorrow's Saturday. You will be there. Sleep. You will be there. Yeah. You will be there. Sleep more tomorrow. This is true. When Nick leaks. Actually, someone who I don't know who. Hopefully it's someone in this chat, because I like you guys, unlike most of the other people on the internet. Someone created a fake account of me. I think it's Nick Sucks or something like that. I can't remember. Anyway, there's some parody account of me. Maybe it's Nick Parody or something. I don't know. It's on Twitter. It's kind of annoying. They post not very nice things. But yeah. Connor says, working on it. Ooh, FFS? What is that? FFS? FFS? Oh, it's a bad word. Thank you for using the acronym, Simon. Appreciate it. I really do love just the ability to 3D touch on a highlighted word in macOS and it give you a little spotlight thing. Because I can look at FFS and say, I don't know what this is. And then I 3D touch on it, and an FFS is an exclamation. It's a vulgar slang for F's sake, used as an expression of annoyance. Well, thank you. Now I know. Thank you, Spotlight. Mr. Ryan says, oh, they have been back. I guess I've been in class when that happened. Yes, you probably have been, because I don't really have a set schedule. I'm really sorry about the, I'm sure you can hear the lawnmower, I think, is now what it is. They're doing yard work outside, it sounds like. But yeah, definitely. We've been doing these for, I don't know, a month and a half or so on kind of a every other week basis whenever I can fit them in, typically on Fridays. But obviously, if I have time to do it another time, I'll also fit it in. You guys don't really appreciate how much I'm busy and working. Like I don't have anything else that I do besides work and sleep sometimes. Wisdom has said not mini, at least regular. I can't handle the minis. Too small. Ouch. Well, shots fired, Miss Wisdom. I think Randy, you're gonna have to defend yourself there, because I might be joining her on the big phone train. We'll see how the next couple days pan out. Connor says 5.8 inches is the perfect iPhone screen size. Well, I think the little 0.3 inches increase from the 5.8 inch to 6.1 inch probably wasn't that big of a deal. Maybe it is to you. I didn't think it was that big of a deal, either improvement or demerit. Simon has declared next year Apple will shorten the bezels again and go from a 6.7 inch Mac and move it to 6.9. Oh my gosh, just so they can have the 69. I might approve of this, only if they charge 4,200 and 4,000. No. How could we make that number work? Not $69,420. Anyway, they could fit the funny numbers in there somehow. Connor says, I love that. I wouldn't buy it, but it would be fun. Simon has declared, I'll report it. Connor says, I'm not that parody account, definitely. Well, I'm glad you're definitely not that parody account. Wisdom says, I see Connor created that account. I'm sure that Connor created that account. Well, we'll see. I trust Connor slightly to say that he didn't, but it doesn't really matter who made it. I'll make accounts to leak stuff. I make accounts to leak stuff, but not to make people look bad. Parody accounts just annoy me. Well, that is good to know, Connor, because they also annoy me, especially when it's angled at me. Wisdom says, sure. I do believe Connor, though. Ryan says, month and a half pretty much lines up when school started. Yep, that's fair, Ryan. That's fair. And we'll chat later, Ryan. But yeah, it's been a while. Simon has declared, I found the account they stopped a month ago, still reported. Appreciate it. Yeah, I muted them a while ago, so I was just assuming that they were continuing to bother everybody. Like, they DM'd like everybody that I followed and were trying to annoy them, and that was kind of annoying. Connor has said the iPhone will be $420. I would appreciate it if it was $420. You could probably buy an iPhone SE for $420, maybe. They could adjust the price from $399 to $420, get an extra $21 out of us, and be a funny thing. Randy says, it's nice outside. I'm enjoying the waiting. Oh, look at Randy being all patient and Mr. Mature over there, as I definitely wasn't patient or mature while I was waiting for my devices today. I wasn't particularly patient or mature while I was waiting for my devices. No, your stream didn't just hiccup. I was just trying to nail the presentation of that. Randy says, I want to try something Simon normally does. Ooh, what is that? Simon has declared, yo, Nick, you want to hear some new songs? Yeah, I'm promoting my stuff here too. Well, you go right ahead and do that, Simon. We're just a group of friends hanging out. You're welcome to do some new songs. Is it something I can just ask Siri to play? If so, tell me what to play, because I do have my HomePod Mini connected. We can do a little listen party if that doesn't get me demonetized or whatever. Let's see, Randy, it's tearing up my heart when I'm with you. What? But when you're falling apart, I feel it too. Wow, that's crazy. Ryan says, I didn't get a DM, but I got notification that they started following me, I think, to make the account have identical followers. Yes, that's probably true. Yeah, I had a few people that I follow reach out to me and say that this other account was saying not nice things to them. Connor says, I don't understand what people hope to gain out of making parody accounts, but have no idea. Some of them are funny, like the Johnny Ive parody account is probably the only one that I'm aware of. That's kind of funny, just because it's obviously not Johnny Ive, but he makes all of the jokes that Johnny Ive would make if Johnny Ive had a Twitter account, and for all we know, it could actually be Johnny Ive. So, I don't know. Is Randy singing? I hope Randy sings, because Randy's a good singer. Randy says, and no matter what I do, I feel the pain with or without you. Wow. There's just a lot of pain in Randy's life, everybody. We need to get him his UPS man. That's what we need. Ryan says, oh, iPad mini. I wish I kept my order for that, but ended up getting 2 phones instead. Wow. Well, which phone are you going to keep, though, Ryan? That's the question, because this mini is impressive. That's what I'll put. That's how I'll put it. This mini is impressive. I'm quite happy with it. Simon has. Sorry. Is that a leak? Let's see. Is that where we are? Yes. So Connor said, "Is that a leak?" Randy singing into Mask the Pain. Yes, Randy does sing to Mask the Pain. I have heard him say that he only sings to Mask the Pain. Last I heard, he actually hates music. I have an inside source on this. Randy doesn't like music at all. He just sings to Mask the Pain. And hey, I can just pull up the stream on the iPad mini and stare at my favorite device and read the chat. This is so much nicer than squinting at a small computer screen from so far away. I love this so much. This is the perfect device, guys. I do love this. This is so small, but yet so big. It's amazing. All right. Connor says that's a leak. Randy said singing to Mask the Pain. Simon has declared you can ask Siri to play Demise Retrospect Affliction. It's royalty free. Is it Demise space period Retrospect Affliction? I feel like I better find it on my phone so it doesn't start playing something else. So let me find it on my phone. And let's see if we have Apple Music here. We do. But we have to do the splash screen because we're dumb. Oh my gosh. No, I don't want to link my contacts with Apple Music Plus or whatever that is. So we are looking for Simon's song. Play My Own Demise. And see if that pulls up. What album is it under? Retrospect Affliction. Let's see if I can get info on the artist and make sure that this is Simon before I go play a song that's going to get me taken off of YouTube. Show album. Heavy Flames Records. I would imagine that this is Simon. So we're going to go ahead and pop this onto the HomePod. HomePod Mini, not in the living room, not the bedroom. Now it's thinking. There we go. All right. Can you hear it? All right. Hopefully you can hear it because it is on in the background now. Don't get me copyright striked, Simon. Wait, what account is this? Randy, you can just look it up. It's there. Randy's become so nub, he can see phones become so tired so much inside the Tesla. I don't understand that, Simon. I'm sorry. Wisdom says, Connor, need to Google the word leak for its definition. Nick Ansuini. Yes, that is it. That is the one. Thank you. Randy says, Eva, this is your thing, isn't it? It is. It is. Connor says, I can't reveal my sources. Uh-oh. Well, Connor has deep sources within the Randy Vasquez Numeral Media Company, last I checked. Ryan says, it's definitely the question. It's this matte glass is so nice. This is so true. But then you got the glossy edges, and it's like, you can't get one that's both. So sad. Wisdom says, there are no sources. What? No way. Connor, I was really tempted to get the new iPad mini for college notes, but the thing stopped me from having to get another pencil. If you already have the first-gen Apple Pencil, I'd get the cheaper iPad, because then you can reuse the Apple Pencil and save yourself $100 and get a cheaper iPad. So it's like the best deal all around. But if you want to get the iPad mini for notes, this is something that I noticed at the end of the tech podcast. It's actually not super comfortable to use with the Apple Pencil just because it's so small. I'm going to put my mic down and talk a little bit louder. So hopefully you can hear me, but you'll have a little bit more reverberation. If we go to write something here, Telos Tech Podcast, if I get off eraser, you'll notice that my palm kind of covers up, about half the screen or so. So you can only really start writing, here, like. So it's a little bit small. It's like you can definitely draw with it, but it's just a little bit small. I don't know. It definitely works. If you wanted a compact note-taking device, this would be it. Okay. Randy says, oh goodness, it's the same person who smack talks me on the podcast. He's the same loser, obsessed with all of us. He's a super fan. I see. I'm glad you figured it out, Randy. Thank you. Mr. Ryan says, so small yet so big. It feels like there's a joke in there. There is probably a couple jokes in here, and I've been making this joke a little bit more than I should have, because I went from not giving the impression that I was compensating with anything to getting the biggest phone ever, heaviest iPhone ever. And now I feel like I'm compensating for something even though I'm not. So I don't know why. The iPhone mini feels so much better in my hand. It's just so much easier to use. You can stick it anywhere. It doesn't hurt to use it. Like, I know everyone likes the big phone. It's nice to have the big device, but it hurts. It really hurts, and it's too big, and it just doesn't fit everywhere, and it's just hard to use. And let's make sure we just switched artists, so it's probably not royalty free. But what we are gonna do is we're gonna play "Newfound Delusion" by the same song, My Own Demise. All right, and then we're going back to the chat. I just got way too many Apple devices in front of me at the moment is what I have. Connor's sources are the artists themselves. Ooh, goodness. Uh-oh. Oh, good. I did find the correct one. Whew. Let's see, End of Us, but it's that one. Bleh. Heavy Flames. I publicly stated that I don't care about 120 hertz on Twitter, and my notifications are ruined now. Well, I'm sorry about that. I'll at you for complaining about 120 hertz. Well, there you go. It would just melt Connor's phone down, everyone. Go tweet Connor saying, how dare you not like 120 hertz. The iPad mini looks so tiny in Nick's hands. It is so pretty, though. Oh my goodness, Nick's left-handed. What's wrong with you? I know, right? Could you imagine being left-handed, Randy? That would literally be the worst thing ever. Nice art skills. Thank you. Hi, Nick, LOL. You're left-handed? Yes, Ryan, I'm left-handed. I guess I didn't say that publicly before, but yes, I'm left-handed. I'm so glad I went for the $399 iPad after seeing that. Yes, definitely. I think you got a good bargain there. Nito, me too, sorta. Someone who writes with the right hand wouldn't have that issue as bad. That's true. There's a lot of things that left-handed people have problems with. You can stick it anywhere. You can. Like on the iPads, you can stick the iPad in your pocket. You can stick it in other people's pocket. You can stick it in holes in the wall. It's great. I disagree. That's what she said? Yeah, probably. There's a few of those jokes in there. I'm just talking about iPhones and iPads, guys. I'm not compensating. Okay there, buddy. Ryan says LMAFO. Randy, Simon says I don't want to know where. LOL. Never mind. Eva disagrees. She's boring. Am I dropping frames? I might be dropping frames here. Hold on. I think I'm dropping frames. I think I'm dropping frames. I don't know what's going on here. I definitely see the bitrate dropping. My internet is what it typically is. There aren't any other big applications open. I'm sorry. We're just dropping frames left and right here. I think it's probably the internet. Geesh. I don't have Starlink to blame. So let's just decrease the bitrate here to what we used to stream at, which was 1500 kilobits a second, and hopefully that will help some of it recover a little bit. Let's see. Oh boy, we got a lot of stuff to read here. Never mind. Eva disagrees. She's boring. How dare you, Connor? Wisdom says no. I have standards. Well, I'm glad you have standards, Eva. Keep the standards. Randy's laughing. Simon asks, "What's a standard?" Rand says, "Oh, I'm dead." That's funny. There's only one standard. USB-D. That is the standard. I've got to head out since it's 20 past 11. Good night. Thank you, Connor, for joining. It was good to have you. We'll see you next time, and we'll see you around on the Discord. Wisdom on Tour says, I don't know, Simon. You tell me. By C. Boy. Guess that's what that says. USB-D. I did laugh pretty hard at that. That's a good one. USB-D. I can't wait for them to make this port even smaller and even more reversible. We're still dropping frames like a maniac here. I'm very sorry, guys. I think it's the internet. I don't know what else it could be. There's a little bit of choppiness, but it's not too bad. You're dropping frames now. Yes, bye, Connor. Right as I sent my last message, your entire stream buffered. I know. Yeah, it looks pretty depressing. But I guess it's the internet. I don't know what else it could be. My computer's not hot. M1. Listen to the M1 fan. Oh wait, it doesn't have one on at the moment because it's M1. He's using all the data stream to stream my songs in sweet lossless. Oh, is that it? Well, we got to stop that then. If you're messing up the stream here, Mr. Simon, and Mr. Lossless Quality, we're gonna stop those. Actually, we just finished your second song there. So thanks for sharing music. Appreciate that. Good songs there. Let's see. So he's using all the data stream. Yes, USB-D. Imagine sleeping before midnight. I know. Could you imagine doing that? 30 minutes before the last window, and there's still no packages. I'm sorry, Randy. They're out for delivery, though, yeah? Do you think maybe they got delivered to the wrong place or something? I'm so sorry. We've got to have a pity party for Randy now. I'll bring the cake. We will get the official pity party cake. I will draw it. And get the pity party cake going. It is a 3-layer cake. I don't really know how to draw 3-layer cakes. There we go. We're getting there. There's a little flag here that says this nice little flag. It says pity party. There we go, Randy. Here's your pity party cake. Congratulations. We're going to have a pity party for you. Everyone enjoy a slice of the pity party cake because I think that's what we're actually trying to do here. And this iPad is so nice. I love it. Also, the Apple Pencil should stick to both sides. Okay. Let's see. It is pretty outside. It's a pity party. Ryan says could still be listed as delivered if they went to the wrong place. So hopefully they should just be running late. That's the hope. Randy will be the last one to get it. Unfortunately, on the podcast, he is already the last one to get everything. Sorry, Randy. Yep. So congratulations on your pity party. Maybe you should just go to the Apple Store and see if they have same day pickup of everything, and you can get what you want instead of like the 80 orders that you already had, and then wait for the 80 orders to show up, and then you'll have even more than what you wanted to begin with. Man, I can't believe I'm holding an iPad Mini. Look at this. Look at this, guys. Look how small it is. Isn't it so cute? Look at this thing. I'm just in love with this. It's so cute and small. Look at that. Isn't that so pretty? Look at that. It's so small. Like, my hands are so, it's perfect. It's absolutely perfect. Look at this. Look at that. Stay focused here, Sony. Thank you. Look at that. Isn't that so pretty? I love this little iPad, guys. This is probably my favorite product of the day, even though I do have the world's heaviest iPhone right here. This is nice too, but there we go. Come on, dude. Thank you. They're literally leaf blowing in front of my door. Wow. They just blew dirt inside of my house. Wow. I'm offended. I am big time offended. They just blew dirt into my house. Wow. Leaf blowers are literally the worst thing ever. Yeah, leaf blowers are literally the worst thing ever invented. As a part of this, let's, when we're done watching this, if Randy's not live yet, go watch this funny video. It's by Awaken with JP. He is a pretty funny comedian, and he did a really funny video on leaf blowers being annoying at all hours of the evening. Let's get back to the chat here. Sorry about the leaf blower incident there. Hush, I can't. Upside down face. Well, you still can go to the Apple Store and get it. 50 minutes away. Dude, that's nothing. I was about to drive 4.5 hours. Please. Simon has declared iPhones are so heavy, he ordered 4, so it takes longer. Yeah, Apple, if we were worried about the carbon footprint of the iPhones, you should make them lighter so they're easier to ship. Duh. That's funny. It's beautiful. It's so cute. I know. iPhones are so... iPad Nano. It is practically the iPad Nano. I do like it. I really want it. You should get it. I legitimately am like... This is my favorite product, and I think I said it on the podcast. I haven't been this excited about a product since the 12-inch MacBook that I got a couple months ago. But that wasn't a new product. This is my favorite new product in a really long time. Like, it brings me a little joy to my heart to see it finally here. Yes. I really want it with a lightning port. Ew. It has a USB-C port though, Randy. We got to have the USB-C port. A Wisdom says there's a special place in hell for leaf blowers. Yep, pretty much. You should get the door with my name on it and smack them on the head with it. There you go. That's not a bad idea. He's just doing his job. I see the mistake. Yes. I see no squirrels. 2 out of 10. I'm sorry, Mr. Y Mike. Let me do this for you. We'll fix that for you. You ready? We're going to go over to this computer using beautiful universal control, and we're going to open Safari, and we're going to say, there we go. That should get us a nice picture of a squirrel. There we go. Let's zoom in on that. Oh, of course it doesn't work like that. Open image in new tab. And there we go. And now we can full screen this. There we go, Mr. Model Y Mike. We officially have a squirrel on the live stream. It is not alive, but it is on the stream. And there's now a squirrel on it. So congratulations. Hopefully we at least get 3 out of 10 on this beautiful live stream now. Let's see. I see no squirrels. Shut up. So I'm. You don't see anything. I don't understand what that means. Ava, I hope you're talking to Simon, because I hope I don't have to get shut up. The squirrels were blown away by the leaf blower. I'm referring to the Pro Max as the iPad Nano. Oh, I see what you mean. Yes, this is practically an iPad Nano. Maybe they should just rebrand this the iPad Nano. Wouldn't be a bad idea, although it's not as... If this was an iPad, it wouldn't be as good as the actual iPad Mini. So maybe they need to consider their options before they go changing names like that. Wisdom says, cute. Simon Nowell has given me a 6 out of 9. Ooh, wow. Well, that's probably the nicest rating that you could have given me. Thank you so much, Simon. Appreciate it. Well, hey, guys. It has been an hour and 4 minutes, and Randy doesn't seem to be any closer to getting his iPad or Apple devices. So I think I'm going to sign off for now, and we will chat again soon. Obviously, join the Discord, which is linked. I'm going to spam it real quick. I'm going to spam the link to the server, invite, copy link, and then we're going to spam this so hard. Paste, Discord, paste, Discord, paste, Discord, paste, paste, Discord. There we go. All right, so I spammed the chat there with the Discord link. So feel free to join that and say hello. We hang out there in the OG crew. And we just have fun, and we chat, and we basically continue this live stream style stuff later. But yeah, we will chat there later. Stay tuned for either Randy's channel. What are you thinking, Randy? Do you think you're going to go live on the podcast channel or on your channel? Whatever it is, stay tuned for Randy's live streams. He'll be doing some live unboxings. I'm looking forward to seeing just how many packages this man got, because it's going to be a lot. All right, everybody, thanks so much for joining. Thanks, Randy. See you later, Randy. Simon has declared Randy will get his stuff and stream while I'm asleep. I'm sure this is so true. Time out this man. Bye-bye, Y Mike. Ryan says, nice to see you back. Nice that these are back. See ya. Thank you, Mr. Ryan. Simon has declared it was great to hang out. See ya. Randy says, just wait tomorrow, or I won't stream. And Wisdom says, see ya. And with that, everybody, thanks so much for joining for the 24th? September 24th of 2021. What year are we on? I don't know what year we're on some days. Thanks so much for joining us. Have a good one, and we'll see you guys in the next one.
You suck, Nick. suck, Nick.